the Congress quite closely, at least I have, from 2 days ago, for the past 2 days, in fact. And we've been seeing that there was a round of meeting that was held over there with the senior leaders and all the MLAs. There was a virtual meeting. Following that virtual meeting, we saw another round of meeting that was held with just the senior leaders. Lastly, we saw a third round of meeting last evening where we had D.K. Shivakumar, Siddaramaiah, Randeep Surjewala, and all of them, of course, really discussing how now the flock should be kept together. What we do know is that the Congress party has, in fact, of course, looked up for a couple of resorts right now as far as, the later situation is concerned. Having said that, yes, Shreya, while, they may have the upper hand right now as far as the numbers are concerned from the exit polls and the early, trends setting in, the fact is that the Congress party would not like to get ahead of itself. With that being said, of course, confidence is one thing, but overconfidence, we've always seen how it's proven costly, especially in Karnataka, where the Congress has been, taking, of course, the lion's share of the votes, but not enough to form the government. This time around, I'm sure they'd like to play it safe. Mr. Siddaramaiah, of course, like we were mentioning earlier, in a very, very laid-back mood right now. Possibly, once the final figures start to actually set in, we would be seeing a lot more Natka in Karnataka.
Well, what's the fun of an election if it doesn't have any natak? Let me go across to my colleague Pragya, who's on the ground. She's tracking Mr. B.S. Yedurappa and all the happenings within the BJP. Hi, Pragya. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Mirror Now. Can I quickly ask you, yesterday evening, there was a meeting. There was a BJP strategy meeting, as it were. It happened at B.S. Yedurappa's place. Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, who we saw early this morning going to Hanuman temples and Ganesh temples, he was attending as well. I do hear that possibly the Home Minister of the country, Amit Shah, will be in Bangalore by this evening. Could you confirm that piece of news for us?
Good morning, Shreya. Last night we checked from Mr. Amit Shah's office. There was no information of him coming to Karnataka right now. But as you can see, Mr. B.S. Yedurappa's house, there are some BJP leaders who have started coming in. Just to know, what we have been told is that Mr. Yedurappa just had a bath, he is doing all the puja, and after that, after having breakfast, he'll come out and speak to the press. He is waiting for some concrete leads and concrete results before speaking to the media. But having said that, BJP has, exuded confidence that it will be a majority party this time, and there will be no fractured mandate. But also, going by the list that we are seeing, it must be shocking for the BJP as well, as it's just postal ballots. However, they will maintain that it's just postal ballot and the leads come later. But the fact that Mr. Bommai came, I'll give you some insider information. What has happened in the meeting yesterday was that Mr. Bommai was there along with few other leaders, ministers, and they briefed Mr. Yedurappa on how many seats they think, conservative estimate of theirs, how many seats they will win. The conservative estimate stood at 106 seats. So they were very sure, they're pretty sure that they are going to emerge as one of the largest party in the polls. But Mr. Yedurappa did not say a thing, is what we have got to know. He just listened to them, he nodded, and they all briefed them. They all briefed Mr. Yedurappa and came out. This is the last thing that we have heard. Obviously, Mr. Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar is going to be here, and also Union Minister Shobha Karandlaje, along with MP Tejasvi Surya, who will be talking to the media soon. They'll be at the media office of BJP. We will hear some reaction, but I think they are still waiting for some concrete leads to come out before they can make any point. As far as JDS is concerned, you have seen what kind of demands JDS has put, thinking that it will be a kingmaker. It may say that it will be a kingmaker.
Give me a moment here, Pragya. 114 for the Congress party. Pragya, give me a moment. 114 for the Congress party. So it seems that the Congress party in early trends has already crossed the magic figure of 113. Now, what they had grandly claimed is that 141 is the number of seats that they are going to get. But I think this is a big number that is coming in. Early trends seem to suggest.
More important, I just saw a tweet saying that 8 BJP ministers are trailing. And that is sort of symptomatic of giants fall. And Jagdish Shettar, who left the BJP for Congress, is also leading. So therefore, there seems to be a Congress mood definitely right now, Shreya.
Okay, I think this is something that we need to put on our screens for our viewers. Early trends seem to suggest that the Congress party has crossed the magic figure of 113. 224 is a number that we all need to remember for the next 1 hour. That is the number of assembly seats in Karnataka. 113 is the magic figure. And right now, the Congress is leading in 117. I'm fairly certain the Congress will be very happy with the numbers they are seeing on their screens right now. Already, there are questions about who is going to become the chief minister if the Congress does manage to get the numbers. And if the trends that we are seeing on our screens right now hold for the next couple of hours. We are already hearing some big statements come in from Congress leaders. We have Tanveer Ahmed of the Congress party saying it's DK Shivakumar who deserves to be chief minister. Mr. Shivakumar himself has yesterday pitched himself as a CM probable. And then you have Mr. Siddaramaya's son this morning as well saying, in the interest of Karnataka, it is my dad who should be occupying the chief minister's chair. So as the Congress in early needs crosses the magic figure of 113 and goes to 117, this is what Congress leaders are saying this morning. Take a look.
Mr. DK Shivakumar yesterday speaking to us said that he's a humble party worker and he has worked hard for the party and party rewards the humble workers. Some are indicating that he's the rightful candidate for the chief minister.
So now at this juncture, after KP's president DK Shivakumar became the president 3 years back when I was also a working president, we worked very hard for this party, definitely. DK Shivakumar, after he took over as the president, did a wonderful job as a president. Now there's nothing wrong at aspiring to become chief minister. But at the finally the legislators and party high command will take on a call, and definitely there'll be no problem. The issue will be resolved.
Do you think he deserves more than others to be the chief minister?
Definitely no. Shivakumar has been party president. There's no aspiring is nothing wrong. So, finally, it is the party high command is going to take on call.
But do you think that he deserves more than others because he's worked for the party, he has built the party and made it battle ready for the polls?
All Shivakumar and all the party workers have worked. Everybody has worked for the elections. Definitely, he feels that he should be. Definitely, he has worked hard. The party will take on a call.
Okay. We are hearing from Mr. Siddaramaya's camp as well, as I said. We are hearing from his son this morning who's saying it's in the best interest of Karnataka and the Congress party if his father becomes the chief minister. Let's listen into that as the Congress in early leads manages to cross the magic figure of 113. It's currently at 118.
He has said he has no demands, is it? But I have seen that there are conditions only if the parties agree to those conditions that they will get into analysis. That's what I have heard. But anyway, we will see. We are confident we are going to get a majority. So I think we won't be needing any other party's alliance. But in case if it doesn't get a majority, then our leaders, Delhi leaders and our state leaders will decide what will be the course of action.
If something went wrong and Congress get 101.5 or middle of something, is there any chances to contact JDS? Is there any backup plan which had...
As I told, I don't know what our leaders have done in case if it doesn't get a majority, whether they have already in talks with other parties or the independents. I don't know about that because I'm a small player in the party. I'm new to politics, but whatever.